Welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories, brought to you by TaleBot, your child's AI storyteller. Want to create a bedtime story for your child? Visit talebotai.com/create. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the story.
Jane's Magical Journey to the Enchanted Forest. A special bedtime story for Jane. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house nestled in a quiet neighborhood, there lived a sweet little girl named Jane. Jane was just 1 year old, but she had the brightest eyes and the biggest smile that could light up the room. Every night, as the moon rose high in the sky, Jane's mom would tuck her into bed and read her a special bedtime story. Tonight, Jane's mom had a surprise. She reached for a beautiful book, its pages filled with colorful illustrations and magical tales. "Jane," her mom whispered, "I have a very special story just for you tonight. It's about a brave little girl named Jane who goes on a magical journey to an enchanted forest. Are you ready?" Jane clapped her hands with excitement, her eyes twinkling with anticipation. Her mom began reading, and as the story unfolded, Jane's imagination soared. In this enchanting forest, the trees sparkled with a touch of magic, and the leaves whispered secrets only the wind could understand. The animals that lived there were not ordinary animals, they had special powers and could talk to each other. Jane, our brave little heroine, set off on her adventure, accompanied by her loyal companion, a mischievous squirrel named Nutmeg. Nutmeg had a fluffy tail that swished from side to side, and he always carried a hidden acorn full of surprises. As Jane and Nutmeg journeyed deeper into the forest, they encountered magical creatures like the singing birds with feathers that changed colors with every note, the dancing butterflies that left trails of shimmering dust behind them, and the wise old owl who knew the secrets of the forest. But their journey wasn't without challenges. Along the way, they faced a rickety old bridge that creaked and swayed, making Jane's heart skip a beat. With Nutmeg's help, Jane summoned her courage and crossed the bridge, her tiny footsteps echoing through the forest. As the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow over the trees, Jane and Nutmeg stumbled upon a hidden clearing. In the center of the clearing stood a magnificent tree, its branches reaching high into the sky, adorned with sparkling fairy lights. Intrigued, Jane approached the tree and discovered a magical door nestled within its trunk. With a gentle push, the door swung open, revealing a world of wonders beyond her wildest dreams. Inside, Jane found herself surrounded by friendly fairies, who invited her to join them in a joyful dance. They twirled and spun, their laughter filling the air, as Jane giggled and twirled right along with them. Suddenly, a soft voice whispered, "Jane, it's time to go home." Jane turned to see her mom standing at the doorway, a warm smile on her face. Reluctantly, Jane bid farewell to the fairies and stepped back through the magical door. She knew that the enchanting forest would always be there, waiting for her next adventure. Back in her cozy bed, Jane snuggled under her soft blankets, her eyes growing heavy with sleep. Her mom tucked her in and kissed her forehead, whispering, "Good night, my brave little adventurer. Dream of more magical journeys to come." As Jane drifted off to sleep, she carried the memories of her incredible adventure with her. The enchanted forest would forever hold a special place in her heart, and she knew that, one day, she would return to explore its mysteries once more. And so, in the land of dreams, Jane continued her magical journey, accompanied by Nutmeg, the talking squirrel, and the playful fairies of the enchanted forest, creating new and exciting adventures night after night. The end.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.